What is up, everybody? I am Big Brother 5000, and welcome to the investigation. We're playing Master Detective Archives Rain Code, and we are on the trail of the Nail Man. This little boy, his father was accused of murdering this poor girl, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's just jump right into it. This is pretty crazy way to open up the video, but yeah, this is not good. This is not good.
Yep,
it's
a corpse.
I'm aware, Shinigami, but it happened surprisingly fast. We did a couple side quests. I thought I was gonna do a lot more, but no, here we are. So let's check the body.
I guess I'll have to search the body, huh?
That is what you do as a detective.
The moment we've all been waiting for. You're lucky you got here before they took it away, aren't ya?
I can't stomach calling myself lucky when I think about the victim.
Right?
This is definitely a real corpse and not a doll. I don't know who this woman is. The Peacekeeper report didn't include any details. But no matter who she is, she didn't deserve this.
Right?
Cut the chatter, Master! Hurry, hurry!
I'm thinking here. It's not just chatter.
This is terrible. The body is covered in nails pinning her to the floor. What's this? There's a mark on the neck.
It looks like a rope burn.
Dang. Was she strangled before she died?
The vertical scratch marks were made by the victim as she struggled. A victim usually ends up with marks like this when they thrash around while getting strangled by a rope.
Right.
It's fairly typical when it comes to strangulation victims. Seen it a bunch of times.
So she was killed by strangulation? The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death.
Right.
I wonder why. It should have been easy to figure out. They didn't investigate at all! They got the chance to see a corpse up close, and they blew it!
In any case, finding out the cause of death is huge.
The victim's cause of death was likely strangulation, but the Peacekeeper's report did not mention anything about it. Alright. Crazy. What a way to go. Now let's check out the room. Doll on the wall.
Oh.
Similar to Elf on the shelf.
There are dolls nailed all over the walls and floor.
Yeah, very creepy.
What a ghastly sight. All the dolls here look antique. They're looking at me as if they're full of hate.
It would have taken a ton of time to do all this by hand. Why would the culprit go to the trouble to do this?
Maybe it's to link it back to the urban legend about the Nail Man.
All you need to do is write down the name of someone you wish dead. Someone you hate so much you could kill them.
We're gonna hear this a bunch of times, aren't we?
Then make a doll resembling that person, nail the name tag to it, and leave it at the forest behind the church. This summons the Nail Man, who will kill that person for you. Or so the legend goes. Whoever is killed by the Nail Man is pinned by countless nails.
But why would the culprit go through so much trouble to imitate an urban legend?
Or maybe it's the real Nail Man. Now I'm scared. I told you I'm not good with occult and horror stuff.
I find that hard to believe, Shinigami. In the world? Yeah. You're into the crime scene and all that stuff, but you're freaking out about like ghost stories and stuff? Urban legends? The heck? A window.
This part seems important. Maybe.
So
They talk about this in the report.
only window. They've installed shutters instead of glass. The shutters look new despite the building's old age. Must have been added later on. The window's big enough for someone to fit through.
The door was locked from the inside at the scene of the crime. The only window was shuttered. Yeah, the only window was shuttered and also locked from the inside. As there are no other entrances, it seems to be a completely locked room. This matches the Nail Man's modus operandi.
A According to the Peacekeeper report, the shutters were already closed at the time of discovery. So they've been left alone like this.
Hey, how about you try opening them?
I knew it.
It won't open. It's locked. Were the shutters locked when the body was discovered?
How do we open them? Maybe there's a secret password or something.
No, I don't think it's a password.
Right.
Hey, there's a latch on the left side. I think I can move it.
Oh. Okay.
All right, it opened. The latch was pretty light. It can be easily adjusted. It's rather high up. It's above the 3rd floor on most buildings. It's impossible to jump off from here.
Unless you
Even if
had
try
something.
climbing down, there's nothing to hold on to out there. You can see the big clock above, but there's nothing really suspicious here. It'd be difficult for the culprit to get in and out from here.
But not impossible.
What's that sound?
That was weird.
Oh, it's locked again.
So it locks whenever we shut it.
Master, why are you still playing with the shutters?
Because
You
it's
wanna be
cool.
friends with them?
No, that's not it.
This is just interesting.
Now it won't go down. I get it. This shutter stops once it goes all the way up. But when set halfway, it's designed to fall down with its own weight. And if it goes all the way down, it automatically locks.
I don't get it. You're really fixated on these shutters.
We are spending a lot of time here.
I'll make them a solution key for you. Just in case you open a shutter shop one of these days.
Alrighty. Okay.
There's something under the window.
What's that? Did you find something interesting?
Under the window. These dolls?
The bottom of the window
Oh,
is
no.
wet.
Maybe some rain got in when you opened the window earlier.
No, the parts starting to dry are leaving stains. This didn't get wet just now.
Then maybe it's the tears from the nailed dolls. No more horror stuff!
Just chill out, Shinigami.
More dolls? Here too? These two are lined up and nailed together. Huh? What's this? A yellow thread is attached to the nail in the doll.
Right.
On a
Okay.
closer look, it seems the thread left marks on the nail. What could it mean?
This is suspicious. You should remember this.
Crazy. Scuff marks on the nails driven into the dolls. Alrighty. I did see something over there, just walking over all these dolls. This is weird. There we go.
What's up?
Why are you staring at a wooden box?
You know,
I thought there might be a clue related to the case. It's covered in dust, and there's no evidence it was moved. It's probably not relevant, right? Right, let's look somewhere else. I don't know. Could be pretty important. The door, of course.
this is the only door in the room. The lock is broken. They say the door was locked from the inside when the body was discovered. That must mean the peacekeepers broke the lock to get inside. So the inner lock is the type where you turn a latch. I don't see any evidence of it being tampered with. There's a keyhole on the outside of the door, but it's filled up and rusted. This didn't happen recently. It may have been like this way before the incident.
Hey, why is the keyhole plugged?
They might have figured it was unnecessary. The inner lock is probably left over from when the room needed both locks.
Either way, it doesn't seem like we can open it with a duplicate key or anything.
There's no gap when the door is closed. It'd be hard to tamper with it. The only way to unlock this door is to turn the latch from inside.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
That should be enough.
Maybe that's all the investigating I can do.
And that's a wrap.
End investigation, eh? An investigation can be ended once you're finished examining everything. Feel free to stop whenever. Right? There's no extra stuff? Just if I'm finished, or I wanted to look over something again? Why are you floating over here? See, that makes me nervous of just ending, and then you're floating around looking at different stuff. Just gonna double check. Mary, calm down. What about outside, though?
What else is there to check?
Where else can I investigate? We can't.
That should do it for the investigation for now.
What about the ladder? There's a ladder outside.
Yeah, I get it. Without a doubt, this murder crime scene is a locked room mystery. It's an impossible crime.
Spike Chunsoft seems to like these.
The door was locked from the inside, and the only window had shutters that were also locked.
But that's not always the case, though.
Woohoo! It's a locked room mystery. So cute.
Okay.
What are you doing?
He's sniffing out clues.
I'm taking in this luscious locked room atmosphere.
Or that. You're so
Anyway,
weird.
Let's leave before the peacekeepers come. They just cause more trouble for us.
Huh? Oh, right.
Finished, really. Maybe just with this area. I want to go take a look at this ladder.
Speaking of which, what's this ladder over here?
Should we take a look?
Absolutely.
There doesn't seem to be anything suspicious about it.
What's up there?
I think that kid said his dad was here to fix the clock.
Oh, so that's the clock. Was he about to head back home after fixing it? Or maybe he was just about to start fixing it.
Probably doesn't matter either way. Nothing matters to me besides the locked room mystery.
Well, this could have something to do with it, so maybe you ought to pay attention.
I'll think about it later. Let's leave this place for now.
Alrighty. Well, okay. Guess that's it. Oh. Maybe I spoke too soon. Ah. This chill music, not gonna lie. So, music can help you do a lot of things, and one of those is sleep. This chill music makes me a bit drowsy, but it's like
Oh, it's you.
It's like 12 in the morning. But, yeah, it just makes me a little drowsy. Just listen to calm. This is what I do in order to relax. I just listen to calm music. And, yeah, even though it's in the morning, I'm feeling it.
Over here!
Huh? What's the matter?
What's up? Find a body or something? Over here!
Oh, that place is open.
How far does this go? Over here!
It's to the same exact way. You're freaking me out, kid. Are you a ghost? I'm looking for stuff. I know that there was a trophy where this kid's going. Hold on a sec, kid. That's what I'm talking about. Memory with Halara. Okay, can we unlock this now? Something on this side? No, it's just rested.
Say,
Okay, kick it down. No, I can't. Okay, now let's talk to the kiddo.
While you were checking the clock tower, I took a look around the building,
That's what I'm talking about, kid. Help me investigate.
and I found these.
Footprints?
Maybe these belong to the culprit.
what? The culprit?
I'm not sure. Let's check. There are a set of footprints on the wet ground near the wall,
Good job, kid.
but it's only the heel portion. The only thing I can discern is that they weren't sneakers. They could be loafers,
Interesting.
but the footprints seem strange.
Oh? What's strange about them?
Look, the footprints are facing the wall, This looks like whoever made them was walking toward the wall.
Maybe he wanted to repel. Is this the side with the shuttered window?
You're saying the guy disappeared through the wall?
No.
We're dealing with wall-facing man now?
Stop it, Shinigami. Just stop it.
First the nail man, and now this. It's a phantom party.
And they end right under that window.
Yep. Yes, they do.
Is this just a coincidence? Or does it have something to do with the murder?
It has a lot to do with the murder.
What do you think? Are these the footprints of the real culprit?
We'll find out.
Well, to be honest, there's not much I can say with just this.
But it does lead us to envision what transpired here.
At the very least, I hope I can prove the footprints aren't his father's. Hey, what kind of shoes does your dad usually wear?
Huh? His shoes?
I don't pay attention to his shoes. This kid's eyes are the same as ours. He's got the detective eyes.
He usually wears sneakers. He was wearing them today.
Does he ever wear loafers?
Sometimes, but not usually.
It'd be one thing if he didn't own a single pair of loafers, but I can't rule him out yet.
Yep.
Still, I wouldn't want to waste the kid's discovery of these footprints.
They're so precious, I gotta pin it on the fridge.
In that case, I'll remember it for you.
Thanks.
So, do you think you can find the real culprit?
Yeah, I think. Maybe. I might need a little more time, though.
We've got plenty of game left, kid, don't you worry.
I see.
Oh, but don't worry. I'll find a way.
Thank you.
I know he's worried about his dad. If he really is innocent, I want to prove it. While I'm at it, maybe I should ask him more about his father. Did you notice anything different about your dad this morning?
My dad went out late last night to work on the clock, so I didn't see him this morning.
He was out since last night. So he stayed the night here?
That's his job.
His job is to repair clocks?
He doesn't just repair them, he also sells them. Watches and wall clocks, too.
Oh, so he's a watchmaker.
Wait, the Peacekeeper report said his occupation was unknown.
I was wondering about that too. How do you just not know somebody's occupation?
Maybe it's more convenient for them if they intend to declare him as the culprit of the mailman murders.
Right.
Oh, he's getting framed as the culprit. They made up their minds and dropped the investigation.
The Peacekeepers like framing other people. I think that's one of their favorite things to do.
Does your dad also manage this clock tower?
No, he only checks on that clock once a year. But yesterday, he got an urgent request to fix it.
That's suspicious, kid. I want to hear more about that.
The clock wasn't keeping time, so he was called to repair it. My dad is usually happy to repair any clock, but he always grumbles about how much he hates the clock tower.
He hates it? Why?
Because he's afraid of heights.
Really?
He's scared of even climbing up the clock tower. But he bites the bullet and does his work without looking outside.
A fear of heights. He's afraid of climbing the clock tower and refrains from looking outside, so it sounds serious.
Master, you're improving so much thanks to my training. You're even getting better at pretending to think.
It's not pretending. You see the smoke coming out of my head, Shinigami? This is real. Yeah, very real.
I'm not pretending. I'm serious here.
His father's afraid of heights. Okay. According to his son.
I hear noise outside.
I hear talking. Maybe those guys woke up.
Let's take a look.
Right.
If all the Peacekeepers wake up, they'll be sure to pay you back for this.
Yep. That's right. Get the heck out of here. They're still down, so. Who the heck?
Everyone, please wake up.
Oh gosh.
This is Amaterasu Peacekeepers, Investigation Team, Section Chief Seth Burrows.
Okay. Are you the murderer?
You're late. Please wake up. This is Amaterasu Peacekeepers, Investigation Team, Section Chief Seth Burrows.
Is it on? It was not on.
Hurry and wake up. Everyone, listen closely.
Dang, son.
It appears there are fools in town who do not comprehend the majesty of the Peacekeepers. Many of them have been eliminated already, but I've heard some outsiders have recently arrived. Go find witnesses and extract information to see who has interfered with us. They may still be nearby. Capture anyone that even appears suspicious. Oh, and did you clean up the body at the crime scene? If not, then hurry along with that. The rain in this city makes bodies rot quickly. You better hurry or it will putrefy.
Does he hypnotize people through the megaphone? Is that what's going on? He just told those guys to wake up. Maybe that's just
To
his thing.
speed this case along, we need to quickly deal with that nail man we arrested. We should even consider a public execution.
Might want to put a pin there, my dude. It's we're gonna save your dad, kid. Don't you worry.
An execution? What do we do? At this rate, my dad...
This Seth guy doesn't care about the truth. He just wants to wrap up this case as soon as possible.
So he's probably gonna be one of the mystery phantoms in the labyrinth.
In this city, what they say becomes the truth.
Please! Please save my dad!
I'm on it, kid. I'm on it,
The
kid.
only way to save your dad is to catch the real culprit. I can do it. Leave it to me.
Really? Thank you!
But first, we have to leave this area before they find us.
I know a secret way out. You can pass through here to get back to a street in Ginma district.
Hey, now that's very interesting.
You might stand out if you're with me, so I'll go a different direction.
Are you sure you'll be okay alone?
Yes, I play around here often. Please help my dad.
Yeah, just you wait. I'll bring some good news soon.
Crazy. Now this right here, it's very interesting. Where is this? And this is behind the clock tower leading to the window. Interesting. Very cool.
Who knew some brat would save ya?
Now there's a church I'd like to investigate too. Let's get the heck out of here. Very interesting. So his dad's afraid of heights. The window shutters. It has a shutter on it, and it locks whenever it closes. But you can keep it propped if you push it all the way up. There were two dolls with nails with some thread around them. Kind of. It's coming together.
You sure you want to be so quick to make promises?
I'm not very confident, but I can't ignore someone asking for help. If no one else is willing to listen, then it's up to me.
Wow! Get a load of this big shot. Didn't expect that from you, Master. But how do you plan to find the real culprit? You can't investigate the clock tower with the peacekeepers around. By the way, you can't use the mystery labyrinth yet. Not enough clues.
So there's like a... Well, that's how I imagined it. You need enough keys in order to enter.
The labyrinth now, you'll be lost forever. You need to gather more solution keys.
I don't ever want to go back there anyway.
Then how do you intend on solving this?
With my brain?
There is one way.
You're gonna rely on that one, huh? Always depending on someone else. What was the spot again? Something about a cafe?
Alright. Let's go ask for help.
If you let them take the lead, you're gonna be out 5 million yen, right? Do you have that kind of money, Master? Or are you gonna go into debt?
Debt. That's how I solve a lot of my problems. Just kidding. Are there new people to talk to? I'm tired of walking. Well then, shall we take a break at the cafe?
Come on.
I'm tired of walking too. Let's have afternoon tea at the cafe. But you're floating. Exactly. I'm gonna let them say their jokes, because usually when I say things, it's usually what they're saying too, what they're about to say. So, let's get right up in here. Howdy, I need your help.
Laura, please, help me!
If Master is bowing to show respect, I guess I better do the same.
She can't even see you.
Please, for both our sakes!
Okay.
You're 30 minutes later than expected.
Well, I'm just that cool.
So, do you have the cash?
No.
I don't have any on me right now, but I will eventually.
Very well. I don't require you to have it immediately, but you will pay me 5,500,800 yen eventually.
Over time, if you live to receive the payment. That's not a threat, but I'm not sure all of the team is gonna make it.
Huh? But you said it was 5 million before.
But the price?
It's an
Dude.
additional fee for making you wait. And for the coffee. I told you, I don't work for cheap.
Halara, what is your deal?
Oh, come on.
So ruthless. A greedy little money demon. I think I'll call this one Hell Aura.
There you go.
I won't force your hand. Whatever you decide is up to you. While you think it over, I'm going to order some cake.
You do that.
Do I have to pay for that too?
Of course. I'll add it to the bill.
Halara, no! Miss Nightmare, you kinda suck. What the heck's going on? Stop.
All right, I'll pay you all 5.5 million and 800 Shin. Got it? Please don't have the cake.
It's a deal. You made a wise choice.
I don't think so, but let's see what
I've
you
no
can do.
obligation to help others, but I work sincerely according to the payment I receive.
So depending on how much I pay you is the kind of work you'll do? If I pay you higher, you'll do better work? No, she's just saying she'll work an honest work if she receives payment. That's what she's saying.
That is my pride as a detective.
I wouldn't call that pride. That's just straight up greed, yo.
I will be your eyes and limbs, and help solve this crime with everything I have.
You literally told the boy to cough up the dough, or you weren't going to help. And he didn't cough up the dough. I need to cough up the dough in his stead. Gosh, Alara.
However, know this. You must be the one to complete the boy's assignment.
Okay.
Me?
You are the one who was asked to solve this case. All I will do is provide support.
For that amount of money? Come on.
You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have taken a job, you must finish it.
Huh? Yep.
In other words, as of now, I have taken up a position as your assistant.
Woohoo! Oh, we have two.
Really, Halara? You'll be my assistant?
Of course. I'm here to assist per your case. Just rest assured in the cards you've been dealt.
All right. Thank you.
Master has no memory and no guts. And now he has no money either.
Thanks for saying that, Shinigami. That makes me feel good.
Talk about a triple threat!
Oh, be quiet.
Yeah, that hurts, man.
So, what do we do now?
To confirm, our target is the true culprit of the Nailman killings, correct?
The Peacekeepers have decided that the boy's father is the Nailman and arrested him. But I refuse to accept that outcome.
After we finish the investigation, we may find out the boy's father is actually the Nailman.
I don't think it's that easy, though.
If that's what you conclude, then I'll believe you, Halara.
But, you know, after so many twists and turns, it would be pretty surprising to be like it was just a straightforward case. Be a little boring, not gonna lie, but it would be a change of pace.
Believe? What a foolish line of reasoning. To believe in another is the shallowest concept one can uphold.
Okay.
All people lie. All people change their minds. As a detective, you must suspect all others, even me.
Yep, a detective must doubt everything.
Still, I will believe what you say, Halara. I trust my instincts on this.
Out of the question.
Okay, let's get back to the case.
A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
That's the WDOs.
You're free to think of me as you wish. However, the truth must be found with your own eyes.
That's right. I also now realize that if you spin your head around, Yuma's cap kind of looks like a little cupcake holder. Or a Reese's cup, unfolding the Reese's cup.
Otherwise, there is no point in continuing as a detective. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about Reese's. Very sorry.
Yes. Continuing as a detective. I still haven't found meaning in being a detective. What's Halara trying to make me see? I'm no good at this.
A naive guy like yourself might be incompatible with such a straight-laced detective like this one. Maybe someone totally unmotivated would be better. Like that guy sleeping under the piano.
Vivia? I'm not sure if unmotivated is the right word.
Anyway, Master, I've been wondering... Is this Halara person a man or a woman?
Good question. I've been misassuming. Sorry.
Now that you mention it, I have no idea.
If you're ready, we'll start the investigation. I won't allow time to be wasted.
Oh, right.
You missed your chance to ask. But then again, I also don't really care.
You finished investigating the clock tower, didn't you? Now we will investigate the past Nailman cases.
The past ones?
These are serial killings, aren't they?
Oh, so you want to investigate the past murders as well?
And through investigating each one, we can conclude if the boy's father is really the culprit or not.
That is a good way of putting it. That's a good strategy, actually.
Oh, but we don't know where the other crimes took place. Should we ask around town?
I already know. There are at least 3 additional crime scenes. A secret club in Kamasaki district, a mansion in a high-end residential district, and an art gallery in Ginma district.
So what's your forte, Halar? Is it punching people? I'd imagine it's punching people, but again, I'm assuming.
Huh? When did you find that out?
You think I did nothing while waiting at the cafe? I prepared by gathering intel in order to move the investigation along.
That's amazing.
With my logic, anything is possible.
And no, it can't be because we have like a little detection when somebody uses their forte.
But before we head to past crime scenes, the Nailman urban legend requires more research. Let's visit the legend's main stage.
The main stage? Oh, you mean the church?
I've yet to pinpoint the church's location. We should ask someone to guide us there.
Then we should ask the chief. Oh, I totally forgot about him. He told me to gather everyone.
Yeah, we kind of got sidetracked, but that's all right. This is important.
Halara, let's go back to the office for now. We're already way past the meeting time.
Oh yeah, it's just sitting alone at the office.
Very well. We can ask the chief to take us to the church.
Oh cool, you're just gonna... Okay. Gonna tag along, that's pretty awesome. Let's take the bus. Bus stop. You no longer go to the clock tower. There's no bus stops there. Currently unavailable by bus. So we at least need to travel Kamasaki, and then we'll go from there. Pretty interesting though. But yeah, let's make our way to the church and find out what the heck's going on. Preferably the back, where everybody's putting these dolls, apparently.
You better hurry!
There's no real time thing here. It's just a lie. Still hanging out? Yep.
Master, you gotta hurry!
I'm on the move. Dang, did we really walk through all of here while talking to Yuko? I'm terrible with names. Yakwo? I think that was it. We're about to find out. I'm about to find out. You guys probably remember. Shin. Messages. Okay.
It's the peacekeepers.
That's not good.
Huh? Oh, right.
And they have him with them.
Chief. And that peacekeeper from the clock tower.
Does he have flowers?
Seth Burrows. A high-ranking peacekeeper. He's quite infamous for being sly and persistent.
Well, we sure got some heavy rain again, huh? The humidity makes my hair fuzzier than normal.
You tell him Yakwo. We'll call him Yakwo. Hopefully that's right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but Yakwo. I'm actually just gonna call him Chief. That's 10 times easier, actually.
I don't care.
All right.
Huh? What did you say?
I don't care. More importantly, you sent your detectives to interfere with the Nailman case, didn't you? We have witnesses.
Nailman? Now that you mention it, there was a case like that before. Oh, wait, no, I don't know anything.
This flower, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Huh?
Created by Amaterasu Corp's research, this precious work of art is adapted to Kanai Ward's environment.
This is a very odd time to be asking somebody to prom, Seth, just so you know.
But unfortunately, once picked, it can only maintain its beauty for 3 hours. When something beautiful withers, it fills me with an inexplicable sorrow.
Oh my gosh.
I feel so sad that... it makes me want to sink a ship.
I don't follow.
The Nailman affair will be handled by the Peacekeepers. You and your team will withdraw immediately.
Afraid we can't do that, Mr. Seth.
Bring in the detectives you sent out. The peacekeepers will take custody of them.
Oh, that's not gonna happen, though.
Hold on. I don't know what detectives you're talking about, and I don't know where any of them are.
I'll wait until this flower withers. You have 3 hours. I'll not wait a second longer. If you fail to meet my demands, you will suffer the same fate as this flower.
Fine, I get it, but can't you give me more time?
Little strings on his hood look like dog ears.
Chief Yako, are you alright?
Oh, Yuma, and Alara, too. Yeesh, this is bad. Listen, the peacekeepers just came by.
I know. We were watching from over there.
Huh? You were watching? You couldn't at least help me out.
No, because we were at the crime scene and that would be bad for us.
Hold on. Are you two the detectives they were talking about?
That's right, sir.
I'm sorry. It's a long story, but it was probably us.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Why? What's going on?
It's exactly as the Peacekeeper said. We are currently pursuing the Nailman case. We'd like to search around the church. I was about to ask you to take us there, but you seem rather busy.
Yeah, I'm real busy now, thanks to you two! You're gonna keep investigating? Not gonna help your chief out of a jam? Look, we've got 3 hours before I'm taken away. If that happens, the last detective agency in town is done for.
Would you rather hand us over to the Peacekeepers?
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the chief. I'd rather turn myself in than ever sell anyone out.
Our only option is to solve this mystery, my dude.
Though, I wouldn't want to do that either, if I'm being honest. Never mind, forget what I just said.
I like this little pose he does. He just has the magic hands.
He does not know when to stop.
Neither do I, Shinigami, so
What should
gotta
we
get
do,
used to it.
Alara?
There's only one person who'll be taken into custody. It's not the chief, not us. It's the Nailman. You will find the real culprit and turn the murderer over to the Peacekeepers as originally planned. With enough evidence, they will have no room to reject the truth.
But we only have 3 hours.
That's okay. With the Mystery Labyrinth, we can do it in no time at all.
3 hours is more than enough. I will give my utmost effort as your assistant. With my logic, anything is possible.
I don't really get it, but it seems best to leave it to you two. You said you wanted to go to the church? Let me mark it on the map. It's for the best that I don't tag along. If we're seen together, things will get even more sticky. I'll be right here, waiting for good news. I'm counting on you.
Got it. We're off.
3 hours. You've got 3 hours to solve the case. Seriously, I'm counting on you. There's still so much I need to do.
Now, what did he have there? Picture of a family member? A loved one? Himself? It's just a big selfie. Metal fox. Religion practiced at the Church of the Kanai Ward. Symbol is a spear. Oh, we read this. Spear piercing a crescent moon. Interesting. Didn't read that last part. Thou shalt something.
You can get to the church from Kamasaki District. Time is short.
Can I just teleport there? No.
Let's hurry!
So let's just get out of these sewers. Oh, the underground passage, and then it should be right over here. Scoozy. Dark Forest sits behind it. I'm excited. It's once every hour. Yep. Spooky.
So the Nailman urban legend originated at this church.
There aren't any ghosts here, are there? It's safe, right?
What's the matter, Halara?
I hate churches. I find them devoid of value.
Huh? Why is that?
Because prayer is obviously inferior to payment. Just look at the tragedies the city has seen. There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
I don't know about that. Depends on the individual.
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Will they even listen to us?
They can't say no if we say we're on assignment for the Peacekeepers.
Well,
Is it okay
when you
to
put it
lie
like that.
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case. In order to achieve that, deception is at times required. Now, let us educate those who are here that their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
okay. All right, you do you, Halara. Look at these guys.
What is it you wanted to speak about?
They remind me of somebody of our D&D campaign.
I've already spoken to the Peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
Hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
Well, I don't mind. I have time to talk.
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone? Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
That's right, Yuma.
It's your move. Play your card.
You got it.
Really have to do this? I guess Halara seems intent on being the assistant.
In my opinion, it'd go much faster if Halara did this, Master.
Probably, but that's too easy.
But I have to do it. No point in wasting time thinking about it.
So let's get going.
Time for an investigation.
Do you first, Mr. Priestman.
Are you the priest of this church?
That's right. My family has served this church for many generations. Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent years, the blood of martyrs spanning centuries dwells within me. Thus, my existence is but a piece of the eternal prayers offered.
So I'm guessing we're going around meeting all the potential people who could have killed the girl and framed the boy's dad.
That is my mission, as the divine has guided me to do.
So careful with that, Mr. Priestman. You be careful
I
with
don't
that.
get why, but he sure seems proud to be a priest.
Do you know about the Nailman?
Of course. I have no idea how that rumor spread around. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those seeking salvation, which created the fantasy of the Nail Man.
Salvation?
I don't know about that one, Chief.
The people of this city must be crazy if they look to the Nailman for salvation.
It's kind of weird.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of cool. I know how they feel.
I don't think you do.
I want to tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
Isn't it basically already like that?
It's you hold the chain. It's not like I can go anywhere. Let's talk to you next, I guess. He's a cat.
What are you, blind? I'm a nun, obviously.
All right, chill.
You got some nerve calling me here out of nowhere. Do you know how busy I am with choir practice?
It can wait.
I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
As long as it's in the name of God. What are you talking about? Are you guys actually
Sorry.
like priests and stuff? Maybe they're just faking.
She's the type my master has trouble with.
I'll have you know, my dad is a higher up at Amaterasu Corporation.
Don't really care.
I don't care if you're on a mission from the Peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
Dang, son. It's a good thing I'm probably not the main character of this game, because I'd probably be like, dude, that is
I'd just
enough.
like to ask some questions. I'll keep it quick.
You better calm down.
Do you know anything about this nail man?
You mean the guy nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night.
And who would that be?
Whenever I've gone into the forest afterward, I usually find dolls nailed to the trees. The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really. In other words, it's totally metal.
Okay. You remind me of a certain priestess from a certain, gotcha game.
I see. By the way, what happened to your right hand? Did you get hurt?
Hey, don't stare. It's nothing.
I don't think it's nothing.
I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
What would that be?
Instrument?
I'm working on this new thing I call death metal choir. I was messing around on the bass and, well, you know.
Hurt your wrist.
Is that your dominant hand?
What kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
It's an honest question, ma'am. Just answer the question.
It is her dominant hand. I'm sure of it.
Thank you, Mr. Servant Dude.
I see.
Are you gonna be the most cooperative one? Please be.
And you are...
I do the odd jobs, like cleaning around the church.
You know anybody who's wearing loafers right now?
I also care for the forest.
Do you know anything about the nail man?
I often patrol the woods, but I'm usually asleep at night. When morning comes around, there are dolls nailed to the trees. It's tough to clean all of them up. I've never seen the nail man himself, but I've seen people enter the forest plenty of times.
Have you ever talked to them?
I have, but they typically run away. Some get surprised and leave their nails and doll behind. I chase after them to give them back their dolls, but I'm never fast enough. They always get away.
That makes sense with a body like that.
Just chill, Shinigami.
I understand. Thank you very much.
That was pretty helpful. Thank you. Everybody's sus until proven otherwise. Just kidding. But suspects do arise. They're arising right now.
Excuse me, but you are...
Do you even have to ask? You know who I am.
I don't. Just answer. No, nobody wants to answer the questions.
Huh? No, I think today is the first time we've met.
Have we met this guy before?
What? You're investigating the nail man, and you don't know who I am?
Yeah, you're just a weirdo.
What's that supposed to mean?
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
Yeah, that's right. I was the first on the scene.
You sound pretty excited about that.
Right, it was on the report. I'm impressed Halar was able to realize it so quickly.
I've been attending every day since I was first baptized here as a child. That's how pious I am. But I don't work here, so it's not like I'm a clergy member. I just love mystical places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it, you know? I love researching this type of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity for a while now.
So, you know a lot about the nail man.
That's an understatement. In fact, you could say I'm an expert in Nailman research.
He's always an expert. There's always an expert. Were you at the clock tower so you could hopefully find a body? Or his handiwork, perhaps?
In that case, what do you think about the clock tower murder? Though it seems the suspect has already been arrested.
I think he was framed.
Okay.
You do? Then who do you think the real killer is?
The real Nailman, obviously.
Ugh.
The peacekeepers are making a big mistake. Listen, the Nailman exists. The Nailman is summoned through ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I get it. You probably want proof.
I kinda do. That would be cool.
In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the Dark Ceremony. Whoever's name is on it is the Nailman's next target. Just follow someone in town with the same name. If you're lucky, you might have a run-in with the Nailman.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky. I've missed him by just a hair 4 times already.
So here's probably, this is your deal, is that you look into the forest, you see who the next victim's gonna be, and then you try and catch the Nailman in action. Is that right?
I see. So you can guess the next victim based on each doll's name tag.
I was so close at the clock tower, too. I found someone whose name matched a name tag and figured out she was heading to the clock tower.
You were.
I called the peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late. Damn it! If only I'd acted sooner. I was so close to meeting the Nailman.
Guess he just wants to meet the Nailman and doesn't care about preventing the murders. So he's an occult enthusiast? Seems like a huge weirdo.
That's what I'm saying.
I've talked to everyone. Halara, is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Only end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
Oh man.
Does that mean I should gather more information? What else should I ask about?
Okay, let's think about this. Not the suspect. We already have one guy that said he was probably framed. You know, past Nailman murders. If that guy's an enthusiast or whatever, he probably knows about... We want to find patterns. That's what we're looking for. If we can find a pattern, we already know how to find his next victim. However, we don't want to be late for that. We don't want a chance somebody dying just for us to catch a glimpse of him. That would kind of suck. If anything strange has happened, what, call us? I want to ask about past murders.
There have been several Nailman cases in the past, right? Does anyone know anything about past cases?
You know a lot about these things, right?
Yeah, you can ask me anything about the Nailman, including all past cases, obviously.
That's what I'd like to know, man.
I was the first to find the body every time.
You kind of suck, dude. That's weird. That is very weird. But at least somebody's doing it. I'll give you that, I suppose. You're still weird.
Huh? Every time?
There's no reason to look surprised. I already told you how I did it. I find dolls with name tags in the forest. Then, I look for whoever's supposed to be the next victim. But every time I find a victim, they're already dead.
Being the first on scene each time sounds super suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm suspicious, don't you? I suppose you would. The first person on the scene can always lie and say they discovered the body in a locked room.
Yes. So much so, they can...
But the thing is,
I'm gonna stop with Among Us.
I've never been alone when I've discovered a body.
I'm gonna drop it. So you've always had somebody with you.
All of the crime scenes had no way in or out, so I'd open them with someone nearby, or by asking the peacekeepers.
So the body's discovery was never done alone. If that's true, then all the rooms really were locked.
So he calls ahead after finding the person of interest, calls the police or calls somebody, and then they help him get into wherever that person goes.
Master, why don't you ask for more more details about past cases for now.
Can you tell me more about each case?
There have been 3 Nailman cases in the past 6 months, excluding the one at the clock tower.
Okay.
The first happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district. It's essentially a members-only casino. The victim owned the place. At the time, the Nailman was just a name you'd sometimes hear about in urban legends. But I had a personal interest in the Nailman, so I started researching him. And then it happened. I came across another murder while investigating a name tag I'd found in the forest. I knew then that it had to be the Nailman.
And that crime scene was also within a locked room?
Yeah, all of the Nailman crime scenes have common characteristics.
I'd like to hear these. Yes, let's pay attention.
There's always a corpse and doll coated in nails. And also, the murderer leaves no trace behind. Isn't that bizarre? See why I'm so interested in the Nailman?
No, it's still really weird, dude, but...
I totally get it.
So it's just the dolls. Stuff like that.
Don't empathize with him.
Yeah, don't, please.
The secret club was the first locked room mystery. As for the second, it was at a mansion in the residential area near Ginma district. About 3 months ago, the owner of the mansion was murdered in the building's study. The crime scene again took place in a locked room with a corpse and doll covered in nails inside. Considering all this, there's no doubt it was committed by the Nailman. By then, I knew the legendary Nailman had descended upon Kanai Ward. The third locked room mystery occurred a month ago. A woman was killed in an art gallery storage in Ginma district. It also featured a body and a doll covered in nails in a completely locked room. And today, the fourth locked room mystery happened at the clock tower. That's every single Nailman case. At least, for now.
Okay. We've got a club, a mansion, a museum place, now a clock tower. Okay.
I'm sure the Nailman will continue on. He will enact revenge for the people of Kanai Ward.
You're weird. You're all weird.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we've got this though. I can ask about all of them. Crazy. About the dolls.
That reminds me. Is there any information about the dolls used in the Nailman ceremonies? I know a few have been found at the crime scenes too.
You find that stuff in any doll shop.
But that's what I'm wondering. Do they make them themselves? Because if not, they'll be buying these dolls from somewhere. Let's take a look at the logs. Find out who has the highest purchases of dolls lately.
Doll shop?
Huh? You haven't seen one? What are you, foreigner or something?
That's right.
Around here, all the craft shops have been selling fancy dolls for a long time. They were mostly souvenirs for tourists, but that industry is long gone now. Some places still sell them at steep discounts just to get rid of their stock. If you know where to look, you'll see mountains of illegally discarded dolls all over the place.
I see. So they aren't much of a clue given how easy they are to obtain.
Okay. Still good to know, though. If anything strange has happened.
Has anyone noticed strange things happening near the church lately?
Wow, what a vague question.
Right? Other than all the creepy dolls everywhere.
Now that you mention it...
What is it? Please, any small detail will help.
Something strange was burning in the incinerator earlier.
Do explain.
What do you mean by strange?
Like... I thought it was a rope, but all I can say is it looked strange.
Because, yeah, we had the girl might have been strangled before she was nailed to the floor. Did all of the victims die of strangulation?
Can you try drawing what it looks like?
Sir, there's nothing on this paper.
It does look like some sort of bizarre rope.
What the heck?
It's like a centipede with legs missing from one side. Looks delicious.
No, you can't eat it, so...
I was worried that it wasn't supposed to be burned, so I tried to take it out. But I was too late. It was completely incinerated. I asked around to see if anyone knew about it, but everyone claimed they hadn't thrown away anything like it. The incinerator is surrounded by a locked fence. Only clergy can access it.
So, no one here recognized it?
I don't even work here in the first place.
Only clergy can access the incinerator, but no one claims to have thrown it away.
I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, but something's fishy.
That's interesting. So only clergy can get to the incinerator. Interesting stuff. Last one. About the
A
suspect.
watchmaker was arrested earlier. He's suspected of being involved in the mailman incident. Does anyone know anything about him?
A watchmaker? You mean G.A. Colon?
GA. Okay.
I've asked him to fix the church clock several times. To think that he's the nail man.
He's not the nail man. And you're the one asking him to fix the clock? No. The church clock. Sorry. Not the clock tower. Very different things.
Well, it hasn't been proven that he's the culprit yet.
Oh, I see. But if it were him, no one would blame him.
Why is that?
What do you mean?
This city has completely changed. Everyone is seeking salvation in some way.
But it shouldn't be in murder, dog. I'll tell you what. It shouldn't be in murder.
The nail man was born out of our situation.
You mean the nailman is what the people actually wanted?
Many would certainly deny it, but the nailed dolls continue to appear in our forest. If the nail man acts as their agent, then they are also the nail man. In a way. That's how I see it. What do you think?
I think that's bonkers, bro. First off, it is kind of strange. The people who do post names, I was thinking about Death Note the other day, that anime, and you know, they had people who would post names. Not to spoil too much, but there were people who were giving away names for the protagonist, antagonist, a character to kill. And yeah, those people are a part of it just as much. If you're providing names for somebody to kill, you do technically grow apart. You're part of the body of the murders.
It's true. The nailman could be seen as a savior to some people. After
And that's how
all,
Kira
he
rolls.
kills the people you want dead for you.
I'm seeing a lot of inspiration in this game, and I like it.
I mean, the victim had it coming for doing something worth getting killed over, right?
That's the thing.
I think I've asked about everything I wanted to find out.
Looks like time is almost up. Let's get going.
Was that okay?
Yes, it will suffice.
Thanks.
Thank you for your cooperation.
But we're not gonna check? Not gonna check the forest?
You should study their faces well. They may end up being accused of the murders. Huh? You need to remember every face, so you can spot them, even if they flee through a crowd.
Wait! Do you mean the actual culprit is one of them?
Perhaps. There's not enough information yet to act on. We have no time to waste. Let's investigate the other crime scenes. Best not to scramble what little gray matter rests in your head. So let's examine the crime scenes chronologically.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the first murder occurred at...
So we had a club, right? So that's the thing. So that that cat girl, that cat nun lady, she reminds me of a mixture of two people. One of the a priestess, and a rock star from a certain gacha game, combined together, and that's pretty funny. But yeah, we need to go meet people in order to gain suspects. Plus, if there was only a couple characters that were introduced, then the mystery wouldn't be as fun, because it's usually somebody we've talked to. So we're gonna go to all of these places. But it's yeah, if I remember correctly, it was the secret club.
It's the secret club in the Kamasaki district, right?
Correct. Let's hurry. I won't allow time to be wasted.
Alrighty. Okay. So, actually, that is all the time I have for this episode and then some. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. This has been Master Detective Archives Rain Code. Things are getting interesting. So, we picked the clergy people's brains a little bit, and one worshiper, but he's a bit strange. He's very strange. He's always the first one at the scene of the crime, and he just looks for dolls and tries to find the victim. I don't know if he's trying to catch the nail man. He's kind of worshiping him a little bit, but I think he just wants to meet him, honestly. But all these people, they're very strange. And Halara does have a point when they said that you can't really trust anybody, really, even Halara. Everybody here could be a suspect. You never know. But without further ado, guys, thank you again for joining me. I'm Big Brother 5000, and hey, guys, I can't wait to unravel this mystery with you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.